Welcome back, my friends. Thank you for standing by. Welcome back to Punch Out. We're going to play this for the rest of the night. What time is it? I could probably give this 3, maybe even 4 hours if I don't burn out. I think I'll probably burn out well before then. But let's see. EpiPen, welcome in. Thank you very much for the resub, EpiPen. Thank you for the 21 months. I saw that after the stream last night. Sorry, I didn't thank you yesterday, but I didn't see it in time. But I've had plenty of time to think about that number. In 21, that's almost a year. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, we beat Dragon's Lair. So, wasn't doing Dragon's Lair first a good idea? I can't deny it was a good idea, Zergling. Yeah, right when I ended the stream. Sorry to do that to you. Just the way it goes sometimes, I'm afraid. I wish I would have caught the end of it because I never tell how far you were into that game. It's actually a really short game if you know everything you're supposed to do and have practiced enough to execute it, despite the janky controls holding you back at every opportunity. But missing the rest of it was worth it. All too true. Has there ever been a better game than Dragon's Lair? Dragon's Lair, I still think I hate Echo the Dolphin more, but I don't know. I've got to wait and see, let it settle for a while. Oh, Ruffy and Gruff, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Short game, just like Ghosts and Goblins. I love Ghosts and Goblins. Ghosts and Goblins takes me a bit longer, though. Ghosts and Goblins usually takes me about 2 hours to beat. Dragon's Lair isn't as good as Dr. Evil Knievel. I think I actually probably like Dr. Evil Knievel more than Dragon's Lair. Dr. Evil Knievel is like... It's funnier how bad of a time that game was. I don't know. The actual Evil Knievel is probably worse than both, but it's hard to judge it because its life system makes it basically unplayable. I wasn't being sarcastic. That lousy game is definitely better. My very first stream, I played Ghosts and Goblins on the NES. And it's one of the quickest runs I've had through that game. Dragons are such a sad and mopey game, which is emphasized by the really beautiful graphics in juxtaposition with the trash game quality. It is a pretty sad game. And you can buy an E-Honda. E-Honda is the, isn't that the guy from Street Fighter? The sumo wrestler? I wonder if they're related. And away we go. I have a funny story to share, but I can't share it until I beat this game, because it won't make sense until then. I've been sitting on it for a good while now. It's just one of the many reasons why I'll be relieved to finally beat this one too. Oh. That was unfortunate. Lost one of my stars. TKO. Oh no, he dodged. Let's go. Halfway there. Sorry about that, and move some things around on my computer screen here. Oh. Sometimes when I do that right, I can get a SAR from those jabs. But as with pretty much everything in this game, that's what I was talking about, and I lost it. That's pretty much everything in this game. I don't have a firm grasp on it. Yeah, I think he'll stay down. Victory. This game is so stressful as a kid. I never beat Mike Tyson. I watched a kid do it once. I thought he was a legend. I can't imagine I would have played this game for terribly long as a kid. I mean, I guess if I had had it, I would have, because you always play the games you have, right? But, like, if I had rented it, I probably would have come away from it deciding I didn't like it very much. Fun of this game was definitely taking a stab at it, very repeatable. It's just, it's so difficult, and it's not, like, the normal kind of thing that I would have played. That I don't think I mean, who knows? I just don't really think I could have liked it very much as a kid. I didn't really like brutally challenging games that much. Like, I really wanted things to be, like, about the challenge level of, like, you know, the, like, original Mario games. Kind of tough in a few places, especially toward the end, but definitely manageable. I rented a lot of the Mega Man games. I might have rented them all at some point, but I never connected with any of them because they were all just too hard for me. Though I did love Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Super Ghouls and Ghosts right away. And those games are impossibly hard. Like, they're way harder than Mega Man. So, who knows? I don't think me or my friends beat games very often. I remember beating Mega Man 2 and Turtles 2, the arcade game, over and over, but with the 30 lives code. That game is brutally hard too. That Turtles 2 on the NES. Mega Man 2 I don't feel like is that terrible. Once you figure out that the metal blades basically defeat everything. My Super Mario World was a lot tougher than it should have been. Blame me using an Xbox controller and mapping the buttons wrong. Oh no. I was attempting the game in a way it was never intended. I say Mega Man 2 is not all that hard, but if I were to put it on right now, I wouldn't be able to beat it. Because there's some stuff where like you have to know like a particular way to do things in just the right way, and I don't remember what those are, what the right way for those parts is. Time over. I didn't get to use my stars. Oh. Oh no! Ball Bull 2, why? Oh, very nice EpiPen. Congratulations. Very exciting news. I wish you a lot of luck with the name selection process. Due in November. Don't know if it's a boy or girl yet. I am blundering this 100% of the time. What is going on? I thought I knew how to do this. I'm playing Punch-Out worse than Dragon's Lair. Oh my goodness. Wow, it's been a long time since I've died this early. That's a shame. Naming is weird. All these names that came through my head all my life. Now, really on the table, it's hard to take any of them seriously anymore. I don't know if that's normal. We're considering Frownicus. Oh no. We were pretty set. We were pretty set on one particular name most of the way through. And then in like month 7, a better idea occurred to me. Frownicus, arch rival of the enemy Frown Timber. I finished it, Greg. I beat Dragon's Lair. It's over. It's dead and in its grave. We were gonna name Baby Man Rock. We were dead set on naming him that for most of the pregnancy. And then right near the right near the end, I got struck with inspiration. Yeah, or rock like the stone, ROCK, rock, like Rocky without the Y. Uh, have to see the VOD later. Thank you for the congrats, Greg. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, we really did it. We really did it. It's over with finally after all this time. But yeah, another inspiration came to me, and Jelly immediately latched onto it as well, and so we were very pleased. Looking forward to Frownie playing the next Dragon's Lair. We'll do it. We'll do it after my wounds heal a little bit. Maybe Thursday. I mean, I've at least got to beat Eek the cat first. We had another name that we both liked. We had another name that we both liked that we didn't seriously consider it because it's kind of a long name, and we couldn't think of any way to like we couldn't think of any sort of like nickname, like way to shorten it into a nickname that we like the sound of. So we didn't go with that one, but very recently, the perfect nickname version of it of this name occurred to me. So it may, if we have another son at some point, then that name then that name will be on the table again. We're thinking of using Brock in some kind of way, but the Pokemon connection is not intentional and hard to ignore / take seriously. EpiPen is, Greg. EpiPen just announced. Jelly and I are hoping to, but we're still in the cautious optimism phase. I'm asleep at the wheel during this dawn fight. Yeah, that was a big thing for us. Was like we wanted to pick a name that was unique enough that preferably we didn't know anyone in real life that had that particular name. And then, of course, if there was any person that shared the same name, we wanted them to be like, you know, someone. We wanted them to be someone admirable. The rhyme test. What are your chances of beating 2 games tonight? I mean, I'm not gonna hold my breath. I am at the point with this one where, like, technically any run could be the one. Because I have made it up to the decision of the Tyson fight. I lost the decision, so I didn't win. But if I've made it that far, then, if I can do that well, then surely I can do just a little better and win the decision. Yeah, slowly getting there. It's tough because, like, half my Tyson attempts lately are pretty good, and half of them are complete garbage. It's really, like, both extremes. Like, when I get there, like, I either fail immediately, or I make it into round 3. There's very little in between at this point. Little Mac is a good name. Little baby State Farm will auction off the name to a corporation. We've been pretty much decided on what we would name a girl for like a decade. So of course our first child had to be a boy. so the naming process couldn't be easy. But now I think we're pretty solidly sure how it would go either way, so could be anything next time around. Because like my mom, when my youngest brother was born, she'd only thought of girl names. Oh no! I'm doing real bad. I'm one punch away from going all the way back to Don Flamenco. Yeah, that's horrible. Well, hello, Dawn. Give me just a moment. Hello, EC. Welcome in. That fight was a small tragedy. That fight was pretty tragic. I think we'll lose the hat for a while. Jelly told me about... Hey, Nikita, welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you've been doing well. Jelly told me about a kid that came into the library, and his name was Zeke, and I think he was like 3 or 4 years old, but his family, they still called him Baby Zeke. And so we were kind of amusing ourselves, like, and imagining him, like, when he's grown up, like, you know, like 6'4" and a bodybuilder, and telling people, "My name's Baby Zeke," as a full-grown man. But it's kind of like it was just kind of funny to think about, but also, like, I mean, we call Baby Man, and I don't foresee that changing. I mean, he's not quite that old, but he looks a lot older than he is because he's really big. He's really tall. Yeah, when he grows up, maybe he grows up enough, he changes his first name to Physique. But much better Dawn 2 fight. I hate having to repeat it, but at least it was fairly painless. No! Thank you for the palms. Oh no! I'm tired, Doc. The Dragon's Lair victory poisoned me. I've grown complacent. I've grown complacent with the taste of victory, and now I don't have that. I don't have that eye of the tiger that I need to beat this one now. I'm not hungry for it anymore. Yeah, the belly of the boar. The belly of the hibernating bear. Have a awesome physique. My super spin punch is totally tough. It sure is. I thought that's what he was going to start this round with. I wasn't prepared for him to do anything different. Not good. It's pretty much 100% guaranteed I'm gonna get hit by his special attacks. So I really can't afford to get hit by the regular punches on top of that. Not even a little bit. Hey, we do get to see Tyson, though. Let's go. Cut that pretty close. I mean, the game was going to take away my continues anyway, right? Might as well burn them. Oh, nope, dodged too early. Did it again. Oh, it's not looking good. No, I made it through the worst part, and then I should have been home free. Why am I so bad at this game? What did I do? What did I do to deserve being so bad at Punch-Out? At least the game over music is good. Because you don't use the passwords. I don't want to have to need them. I'm just too warm all around. Better luck next time. We'll see how it goes. See how Frownie handles another 3 hours of this. I'll see how much I can take. Oh no, I thought I only did that 4 times. TKO, and still had 2 stars in my pocket. I like this cutscene and this music. I do wish it was skippable, though. Is still here, planning out for when my electronic baby gets here. Appreciate the lurk Pokemons. This game is some of my favorite video game music. It's really good. Oh, we have a raid coming in. Very nice. Try not to get flattened by Dawn here. Sots, thank you for the raid. Drunk future self, welcome in. Thank you for coming along. Take a moment between rounds, my friends, and use this link to give Sots a follow as you would. Fantastic stream. I was watching earlier tonight some Yoshi's Island. Going for 100% on one of my favorite games. Very good times. Hope it treated you well. Hope the progress is coming along. Enigma Wave, welcome in. Pleasure to have you here. It better be good since it's only 2 songs, isn't it? Isn't it 3? Such a satisfying game to 100%. Yeah, it's one of the few. It's the only game I 100%ed. It's the only game I 100%ed like on my own as a kid. And I've done it twice in my life because we did it again on the stream. It's tough though. Some of those bonus levels are brutal to 100%. Some of those bonus levels are really tough. But it's definitely worth it. It's such a well put together game. The Raven fight on the moon, that fight, when I played that as a kid, like that boss fight just blew the top of my head off. Just blew my mind. It is another raid. It's a Natto. It's a double raid. We just had Sots, now we have Natto. Welcome in. Frank G, welcome in. Thank you for coming along. Fox, Rocknix, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the watch streak, Rocknix. Appreciate the 5 streams. I was watching Natto too. Natto's working on Mario. Did you beat Mario? Did you beat Mario? We're here now. You're free to beat Tyson. Finally, I've been waiting for permission. That's all that's been holding me back. I wish anyone could believe that lie. We'll see. We'll see. My Tyson PB, I can catch everyone up at once. It's very convenient. My Tyson, my Tyson PB is decision. I didn't win the decision, but I made it to the decision. So I only have to do a little better to technically win. I've been playing this game off and on for about 2 years. Um, I'm trying to beat it without ever using a password, and that is what is really holding me back. It's very hard to practice Tyson when you have to play when you have to play an hour's worth of game just to get one shot. But I'm so close now. I'm so close. I've been tempted. I've been tempted to give in and just use the passwords, but I'm so close now. How can I? How can I at this point? GG's on the decision arrival. Thank you. Thank you. No, but we made it to the end of 8-4 about 4 times. I was pixels away from destroying Bowser once. Oh, it's heartbreaking, Nano. I know you'll get it, though. I absolutely know you'll get it. Nato's playing Mario Brothers 1 and trying to do it, trying to do no warps, no power ups. Small Mario, all levels, which is more challenging than I think that most people might suspect. Got hit with a scam brother at the end. I saw him get scammed by those Hammer Bros on 8-3 quite a bit. SMB1 warpless is the way. Oh yeah. I think I could do that. And that's not like to boast and say like, "Oh, I'm such a better gamer." I think I could do that challenge. And maybe I have to put my money where my mouth is. But I think I could do that challenge just because I spent a lot of time with Mario Brothers 1 playing Mario 35. I sunk a few hundred hours into Mario 35, so I know the Mario Brothers 1 levels really, really well. I have the advantage of hundreds of hours of practice on those levels. So I think I could probably do that. Um, but I mean, who knows? I thought I could beat Punch Out without the passwords, and here we are 2 years later. Oh, I'll have to give it a try. I have to give it a try at some point down the line. Uh, Sot says definitely died 40 times, 100%ing 5 extra tonight. I don't know. I don't know which ones they are by name. The one that was really hard, the extra that was really hard for me, I think was I think there's one with a bunch of vines. I don't know if that's that same one or not. I think one of the extras is jungle themed. There's a lot of vines, and that one was probably the hardest level in the game for me. That one ruined me. Speaking of Yoshi games, are you planning on playing or streaming the new one they announced? I didn't know that they announced a new one. Maybe Pokemon's. There's a lot of Yoshi games I still haven't played. So, maybe. I haven't played any of the, like, arts and crafts type Yoshi or Kirby, for that matter, games. Um, so, I'm not going to play it right away, but I would potentially be interested. I just feel like there's a lot of other ones I could get to first. Um, every time I play a Yoshi game, I think I'm 2 years too old for this. The music screams preschool to me. Don't let the aesthetic fool you. I have a working A button for you, Rocknick says. That's another feature of my playthrough. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm aggressively southpaw. The Mike Tyson's Punch-Out Kaizo run. Uh... Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Kamek is flying around trying to get you, and then you have to ski. Yep. Yeah, the skiing level. I didn't remember that was one of the bonus levels. But yeah. I had major trouble with one of those where you had to ski too. I agree with Warpless, but I refuse to go without power ups and extra lives on 3-1, Greg says. Uh, what about the lost levels? The lost levels, I wish those levels had stayed lost. I wish no one had found them. Human, welcome in. Can Little Mac use the Hadouken? I don't think I allow myself to press enough buttons on the controller to find out. I don't think it's as significant, but I never dodge to the right. So I don't use the A button, and I don't use right on the D-pad ever either. What am I doing? I forget how to fight this guy? Lost levels can stay lost. It's all deemed too hard for Mario 1. I've thought about seeing what other buttons I could eliminate. Because if I never blocked and I just dodged to the left, then I could get it down to 3 buttons. I could just use left, up, and B. If I never blocked, but I don't know. I don't know if I could beat the game. I don't know if I could beat the game without blocking. So far, I can't beat it even with as many buttons as I am using. If you did that, you definitely create a unique speedrun category. Get the top of the leaderboard by default. What? I thought I had another star. I miscalculated. Hey, Sensation, having fun? I'm having an okay time. I've got a lot of good company, at least. I'm playing pretty badly. Oh yeah, I beat Dragon's Lair. For anyone who came in, if you weren't here earlier, I beat Dragon's Lair. That game is dead. I'm blaming my bad performance tonight on that I don't care to beat this one anymore, because I already beat another game. That's not true, but that's the lie I'm telling to protect my ego. uh, why, Greg says, it's not like the NES controller has a lot of buttons anyway. Yeah, there's no good reason. There's no good reason for playing the way that I'm playing. I just kind of accidentally wound up in this situation. No, I don't think anyone told me the princess's name beforehand, which is fine. I don't usually care to be told stuff about games, so. But yeah, I didn't. I don't think I'd come across the name Daphne before. That's all right. I've rescued 3 ladies in Jump King, and I don't know any of their names. I say rescued, but technically it doesn't. I don't think it ever specifies that it's a rescue mission. I don't think Jump King is on a quest to rescue the babe at the top so much as he is just to meet her. I don't see that there's any threat that's keeping her up there. It's Agent Frownie, what a stud. TKO. Alright. Now we're theoretically halfway to Tyson. If I don't fail and have to keep repeating half the guys. Frownie, you are safe, my lady. Princess, my name is Frownie. Shh, it doesn't matter. I have others to save. I love that. I have others to save. Oh. Punch-Out's got a really good story. That's kind of an assumption, because I actually don't really know what the story of Punch-Out is, but I assume it's just that Little Mac wants the championship belt. And that there's not, like, great layers of complexity to it. And that's the kind of character that I can relate to, is one who wants to conquer the challenge because the challenge is there. That's how I describe myself a lot, and it may not be perfectly true, but I think it's pretty close to true. That's a lot of why, like, I don't really pay attention and tune out all the story segments to all the games I play, is because, like, you don't have to twist my arm to get me to go out and fight monsters. Like, that's what I want to do. Like that, like, you know, like, fighting cool monsters and finding secrets, like, in video games are, like, I just do it for its own sake. I'm very intrinsically motivated. Yeah, I love Zelda games. And I like them most of all when they're not giving me too much dialogue. They can get pretty talky. Zelda games can get pretty talky, but... they're usually worth it anyway. Fighting monsters is easy when you're the author. I gotta spend more time writing my own fan fiction. Yeah, the owl is like the worst villain in all of Zelda. I do really like Link's Awakening, even though that owl shows up and talks to you a whole lot. I wish that Link's Awakening had been made on the Super Nintendo. I think it would easily be my favorite Zelda if it had been made for the Super Nintendo. I know it wouldn't be what it is because a lot of the reason it is what it is because it was a Game Boy game. So, there's that. But I'm over here putting together a D&D campaign. I thought I would like to play D&D once upon a time, but I never really got a chance. Except one time, my sister tried to teach me to play Pathfinder, and I was a very bad student. I don't know if I'm creative enough. I don't think I'm creative enough for those kind of games, though. I can't really like come up with cool and interesting things in the spur of the moment. It definitely isn't for me, but here we are. Nat One and I have a secret relationship. We never part. Yeah, yeah. I can finish a. Apparently, can finish a round of Punch Out before the owl stops talking. I like A Link to the Past a lot too. I like the world and the story and the general tone of A Link to the Past. But they've all of the Zeldas that I've played have things to like about them. Link to the Past was a masterpiece. Yeah, think of all the princesses you get to rescue. I can. They may fall into a witch's cauldron and turn into fairies. Yeah, you got me, Rocknix. uh, Link's Awakening is a bit too linear. Yeah, I guess maybe it is. The dungeons are really good head scratchers in Link's Awakening, though. Especially that one where you have to like knock down the pillars with the ball that you carry around. I always get confused in that place. Hey Josh, welcome in. Good old Punch Out. Trying to beat it for the first time. And it's quite tough. I've been at it for a very, very long time, and I think victory is in my sights. It's just the whole no passwords thing is really holding me back. A classic. It's a tough game for sure. Yeah, it's very hard, but it's very satisfying. It's definitely worthy of its reputation. Always preferred the more open Zelda games. Like THOG. The I don't know what THOG is. Oh, the OG game, Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, I like the Breath of the Wild. I like Breath and Tears. I had a lot of fun with those. I get I know there's quite a few people that don't really like them that much, and I kind of get why they don't like them. But the things that some people have problems with don't bother me. Hey, Uncle Muscles, welcome in. Hope you've had a good weekend. Master of Splits, welcome in. Sunday night fights. This is run number 2 for tonight. Tyson instantly humiliated me on run number 1. He had me TKO'd in a minute, so run number 1 went really bad. That's pretty much how the game goes for me now. When I get to Tyson now, I either immediately die in round 1, or I make it to round 3. There's not a lot of in between. My runs are pretty good, or they're catastrophically terrible. Yeah, I need to replay some of the Zeldas that I haven't in a while. I mean, there's some of them I've never played at all. I've never done the Oracle games. I've never done Skyward Sword. So, like, I need to do those as well. But, like, I'd like to replay the NES games. Um, I'd really like to replay the Wind Waker. That one's been on my mind for quite a while now. Like those three, they're ones I've done before, but it's either been so long and or the playthrough I did of them was so rushed when I did it that the experience of them hasn't stuck with me very well. Well, for Zelda 1 and the Wind Waker. Zelda 2, I have a better grasp on. I've spent more time in that. I've done a lot of partial playthroughs of Zelda 2. Ocarina of Time is sacred to me. I thought the fairy in A Link to the Past was cute, so I was jazzed to see her in the N64. When I made it to the fairy pond, it nearly gave me nightmares. Never liked fairies ever since. Remember using the Game Genie back then on Mike Tyson. It offers unlimited health. Tyson's uppercuts had no effect on Little Mac. Sounds like a dream. I I think I've only played with a Game Genie once. I never owned one. One of my friends had one, and I remember us experimenting with codes for Mario Brothers 3. Like, he had a code that could give you unlimited P-Wings. I remember that one. And we must have tried out some other ones too, but I just don't remember them. But I think that's my only Game Genie experience, was one time messing around with Mario Brothers 3. Oh. How much would the Little Mac versus Tyson fight cost on pay-per-view? Oh, I don't know. But if the fight was over as quickly as it is when I play as Little Mac, a lot of people will feel scammed for paying for it. Game Genie was fun now and then, EpiPen says. Kind of a hassle, really. You really had to need it or be having some kind of Game Genie code day with friends. This Little Mac a streamer. I don't think you remember how quickly the pay-per-view fights with Tyson were back when this game came out. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've never seen a Tyson fight, pay-per-view or otherwise. I do know that he had some pretty quick wins, though. I have heard a little bit about some of his exploits. He was a monster. Hey VHS, welcome in. Thank you for the good luck. Hope you're having a good weekend. They give you your money's worth by making it a whole exhibition of fights, various classes and belts, ending on the headline fight with Tyson, who often put his opponent down to the first round. So you get about 2 hours of boxing out of it. Alright, Macho. I was playing another game earlier tonight. That's why we're 3 hours into the stream and this is only run 2. I played Dragon's Lair at the top of the stream, and I finally beat that game for the first time. So that's also, like... If I'm playing badly tonight, that's because I I don't have the hunger for victory that I need to win since I already finished one game. Hey, Arkanoid Addict, welcome in. Did I hear you right? Oh yeah, I finished Dragon's Lair. I did. I finally beat it. I'm done with it. It's dead forever. The game is such a monstrosity. Thank you for the congrats. I'm sorry sorry it happened before you got here tonight. Yeah, I thank you for the GG VHS. Again, sorry to those who missed it. No, look how close. Look how close I was. Oh. Nobody cared about the first 20 fights. Macho Man versus Tyson, how much on pay-per-view? I don't know. I don't know what the pay-per-view rate for anything is nowadays. Nobody watches boxing. Oh. I'm 7 hours ahead, yeah. I definitely relate to that problem. With streams that I would like to catch a lot more often than I do. Just being thrown off by the time zone. I miss a lot of streams. I miss a lot of streams I'd rather watch more of because I stream over top of them. It could be inconvenient in a lot of ways. Alright. We get another chance. I don't instantly choke like last time. Some cool daytime streamers I never catch because I'm only on Twitch at night usually. Yeah, I'm kind of inconsistent. The late morning and early afternoon is kind of good for me because I'm usually hanging out at home with the baby. And so I can have I can lurk a stream. Sometimes, but depends on how much attention he needs and what we're doing together. Oh, pretty good round one. I'm just, I sighed with disappointment just because I was close to knocking him down in round one. I haven't done that yet. And I thought that could have been it. Pretty good round one, though. Good for me, at least. Didn't get knocked down. That's important. I think he's going to jab 8 times at the start of round 2. I don't know. I haven't really figured out how this jab works. I just know I have to block a whole lot. That definitely was not 8 jabs. I don't know, maybe he just jabs until I turn purple. I should just ignore those stars. I don't know when to throw them anyway. Ooh. That would be when to do it. What? Oh, I got lucky there. Ah. Bogus. This is not Mike Tyson's fighting style. Where's the bobbing and weaving? I think I'm hitting him. I think I'm hitting him a lot less this time than I did last time, unfortunately. Oh, yuck. Oh, I'm dead. It's not gonna let me get back up. Ah. Well, we tried. Not bad, not bad. Good run, thank you, Fox. Oh. From the top. When I was a kid, I lost to Glass Joe a few times. I struggle with Glass Joe. He's way too good at blocking. I find Glass Joe to be more challenging than Von Kaiser, Don Flamenco 1, King Hippo. Just because I don't understand how to get past his guard. I mean, he's not more challenging in that I'm not gonna lose to him, but it takes me longer to fight, or it feels like it takes longer. I clutched all of Glass Joe's attacks and he won by decision. I think there's a retro achievement for that. I learned something. I learned something in that Tyson fight, at least. Like, I learned when to throw the star. Which, intellectually, I should have known without having to learn it through experience. If I just thought, like, when would my opportunity be? Like, it should be obvious, but it wasn't. So now I know if I get a star, I know when to hold it until... So I can make the best of a bad situation by telling myself at least I learned something during that fight. My coping mechanisms are at full power. Is that 8 real-world hours or 8 Punch-Out hours? Because time is pretty squishy in this game. The seconds do not tick by at even increments. Sometimes they move real fast, and sometimes the clock just pauses forever. Sleepy Sensation says, well, if you have to go to bed, then I hope that you sleep well and have a great tomorrow. How long am I going to be on? At least another hour, maybe 2 hours. Unless I miraculously beat this really, really quickly, then I'll probably call it a night. That's the guy I just fought in Punch-Out. Use a code? No way. The clock's sort of a frame counter. I forget exactly how it works. Yeah, it's just really squishy time. Let's, It's definitely connected to, like, action slows it down, but... I just like to tell myself that, like, Nintendo programmed the clock so that it moves, like, in proportion to how much fun the player's having. They're playing this game on The Simpsons? I feel like I remember an episode where Homer became a boxer. I don't remember them playing Punch-Out, but it would make sense if it happened in that episode, right? Oh, I messed up. Homer had a huge advantage because his skull is so thick. Yeah, that's what I remembered, was that his opponents just wore themselves out. The fighters died of fatigue. Oh, what a rough way to go. I haven't really watched it. I know a bit of Simpsons, but I'm not really an expert myself. Alright, that was a slow fight. Have a great night, Sensation. Oh, he dodged. No, I haven't had any water yet, Zergling. This one I'll have my water before this one if I remember. This is the third attempt. That's where it's supposed to happen. I've been sipping on coffee most of the night, so I've definitely had liquids. More than usual. Not my beautiful abs, my only weak spot. That's why I never developed a six-pack. Someone stole my six-pack. I prefer kegs myself, apparently, as I still have one, Zergling says. That was lightning quick. 1 minute. Let's go. That's got to be the fastest I've ever done that fight. Oh. Never quite gotten the hang of dodging that one jab from Soda. He always gets me with that one. Ugh. He's really throwing a lot of that jab too. He must have figured out I'm not good at avoiding it. Sometimes we go a whole match and he doesn't throw it once, and this time he's already hit me 3 times with it. Tonight, I am very prepared. Prepared to lose. That's so good. He has his chocolate brownies waiting for him in his room after his defeat. That's what he puts in his contract. It's backstage requirements. Why did I throw that so early? I need to save that. This is Bald Bull 2. Threw that too late. I was really worried I was going to punch early and then I did it too late. He's so bold you can read what's on his mind. Are we talking about the game or me? Hey, Stubby, welcome in. Yeah, how dare you get up on 9? Oh yeah, I assumed. Yeah, I assumed it was about Bald Bull. I just wanted to make some self-deprecating humor. Let's go. TKO. He must work union. He waits till the very last second. Ahoy, Rush Pirate. Welcome in. Welcome to Agent Frownie's never-ending house of punch-out pain. It's not a very catchy name, but it's an accurate one. 2 away if I don't blunder. Help, Doc. I don't like it when... I don't like it when Little Mac has negative dialogue. When he still, like, looks like he's doing okay in the, well, picture of him there. Like, when, like, his eyes swollen and, he's looking pretty rough, like, sure, his dialogue can trend kind of negative then, but... The cry for help kind of rings hollow when he's looking just as fresh as he did at the start of the match. Yeah, get the power, Nintendo power. He's in mental distress. I guess I can relate then. Fighting all these guys does take a toll on your psyche. Goodness. I messed that up. It's amazing I didn't get punished for it. like I dislocated my wrist. Nintendo Power can help. The thing is, let's go, one round Macho Man, let's go. The thing is, I really hate advertisements. I really hate ads. But I also really hate backseating, so I would still probably prefer Doc gave me an ad every time than that he give me backseating advice. I can't win, Doc. Well, I just saved a lot of money on my car insurance. That would be much better dialogue. Ooh, this water is cold. Alright, I'm gonna have my bottle of water now. Have you seen the Punch-Out parody on YouTube? I have not, Arkanoid Addict. I don't think so, anyway. Doesn't sound familiar. It's too early. Let's go! I knocked him down in round one. I also got knocked down, so it's not great, but... it's kind of cool. Stop with the... Stop with those jabs. Oh, it's really making me pay for it. I think it's over, my friends. I don't think I'm recovering. What timing? Oh no! TKO. Ah, I almost turned it around. It started to look okay. Then it didn't. Oh. Going back to the kitchen for cheese and ham. Well, I am gonna step away for a moment. I'm gonna take a quick restroom break, and then I will come back and get absolutely demolished by Tyson some more. We can probably make 2 more runs tonight. If I don't get too bogged down with Macho Man repeats, we can probably make 2 more runs. I will give up or retire. Which one? That's not a choice. When you lose to Tyson, you go back to the start no matter what. I'll see you again in a moment, my friends. And welcome back, my friends. That song was the perfect length. That worked out really nicely. Back to it. Favorite NES and SNES games and start? Oh my. I mean, a lot of mine are just kind of like the usual suspects type stuff. Like, I really love like the Mario games and Contra, Super C, Castlevania. It's a lot of the things that are just going to be at the top of everyone's sort of list. Super Nintendo, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Zombies Ate My Neighbors, Yoshi's Island. I don't know that I have a lot of favorites. I don't know that I have a lot of or maybe any favorites on those consoles that are really like surprising choices. Journey to Silius is really good. Gunsmoke. All the stuff on all the stuff on my list of like games I've done challenge runs of, right? The thing about... I'm shocked Dragon's Lair doesn't make that list. Pretty astounding. The thing about Bubsy 3D is like, yes, it's a horrible game and no one should play it, but I really had fun playing through that game on the stream. I mean, I hated it for most of the playthrough, but I loved it. Bubsy 3D is like just like premium trash. It's just the kind of thing I really like. No, unfortunately, that's the way my mind works when it's not altered. My factory settings are dubious enough. I'm also not very good at, like, remembering what games I enjoyed on the spot. Like, the thing is, like, I really should just come up with a list. Like, I should sit down at some point, you know. Because naturally, in this kind of environment, like, people ask about, like, what your favorite games are for X, Y, and Z console a lot. And I really should have a go-to list. Like, I should sit down and review what I've played and really think about it. Because there's plenty of stuff out there that, like, I only played, like, once, or I only focused on it for a brief window of time, and so whenever I remember it, I'm like, oh yeah, that was amazing, but it's been eclipsed in some way that makes it hard for me to pull it up to memory at a moment's notice. Steam monitors how many hours you play on each game. Too bad the NES doesn't do that. Yeah. Goonies 2 would probably dominate my hours. I've never played that one. I would be interested to. I know that it can be kind of tough for a blind playthrough, which makes me intrigued. I like playing stuff that's too cryptic to figure out. Goonies 2 has great music. It's more cryptic than Castlevania 2 and Dragon Warrior. Yeah, I'll definitely have to give it a go at some point. I found that game impossible, Zergling says. Greg says I got through it much quicker than Zelda 1 or 2. I must have done something wrong, because I'm seem to be fighting a deluxe version of Don Flamenco. He's hung in there a lot longer than he normally does. Me and games with pseudo 3D don't mix. There won't be a stream tomorrow night, but we'll probably be back on Tuesday. I think we'll play the Page Master on Tuesday, but I might not be able to help myself. I might also do a little bit of Punch-Out on Tuesday night. Especially if I'm going to get a taxes. I don't get it. Especially if I'm going to if I get an early start or something, then hey Tommy, welcome in. I know your game, Frownie. You want the bragging rights? I beat Mike Tyson without using passwords. I mean, I don't think that's a secret. I think I don't think I've made any effort to hide that. Although it's not really much to brag about. To brag that I was too dumb to use the passwords that the game gave me that I rightfully earned. Dumb or insufferable? Why not both? I think that's it. I don't think he'll get back up from that. Last run, I knocked him down on the 1 minute mark exactly. This time I marked him down on the 2 minute mark exactly. I'm 100% worse than my previous run. I have defeated Soda in round 1 before, but I'm not exactly sure how. Probably just luck. And away he goes. The colors in this game are very, very different in the capture, at least on the way they look in the capture on my laptop, than they are on the actual CRT. It's very weird. As like the floor of the ring in the capture is like a pretty bright blue, but on my CRT it's kind of a dull green. This screen looks virtually the same. It's a little brighter overall in the capture, but only by a little. So it's inconsistent. But this is like, it's very different here. I don't think I ever really noticed such a dramatic difference with other games. I know it's all very fascinating for me to share, since no one can see to confirm what I'm talking about. Oh, no, it wasn't enough. No, it wasn't enough, and then he steamrolled me. What horrible luck. And then he gets saved by the bell. We're probably all seeing it different, too, because of different monitors. This is true. Nice. I was getting worried. I was getting worried about that fight. I use low blue light mode, so a lot of time I don't know what the colors anything are supposed to be. Yeah, I do that on my tablet too. Now that you mention it, yeah, I can relate there. Oh, it's so frustrating. So frustrating when he blocks all my hits and won't swing at me. Let's go. Oh no, I'm doing real bad. Do fake bad instead. Help, Doc. Let's go. I'm feeling the clock. I'm feeling the weight of the hour. My eyelids are growing heavy. In a way, maybe being tired could work to my benefit. If my biggest problem is nervous early dodges, and then if I'm sleepy and I dodge early, then maybe oh, my early dodges will be delayed by my sleepiness to being slow enough to be on time. It'll work out. In the near future, I get to play the next Dragon's Lair. Oh boy. Let's go. What a good Macho Man fight. You know, a ham and cheese sandwich is one of those things that I absolutely cannot eat. Shocking, I know. this is real bad. Oh, yuck. Come on. That was probably the last one of those, too. That's infuriating. Alright, last run. I hope not, Pokemons. I hope you're well. No, I'm not done. I'm not done yet. I said 2 more runs 1 run ago. I'm gonna see it to the end. Yeah, I'm gonna try the sleepwalk strategy. This will be our last run, though. And if I fail at Macho Man and get sent back to Don Flamenco 2, I may rage quit there. So I'm not gonna promise I'm gonna make it to Tyson. I'm gonna try though. No, I'm pretty tired, but I don't want to waste this last hour here either. So we're gonna just see. Yeah, if you think I probably don't want you to say it, then we should err on the side of caution. Just try to remember it. Try to remember it in case I do win, and then you can tell me. Someday. When I'm 1,000 years old. The Michelin Man. This is the one, I believe. Thank you for the vote of confidence. I know that, like, any run could get it. I've gotten close enough. I've had fights that have gone well enough that I feel like any one I could get a victory. Yeah, that went right over my head, Zergling. I am the Michelin Man. I'm made of tires. Nice knockdown. And away he goes. Oh yeah, ham and cheese sandwich though. I can't eat any sort of like lunch meat sandwich with cheese on it. I eat lunch meats, but when I have a lunch meat sandwich, it's just meat and bread. I don't put anything else on it. No cheese, no veggies, no sauces. I will eat a cheeseburger though. Like a cold ham and cheese sandwich is particularly vile to me. I think just because I had a bad experience as a kid with encountering a particularly off ham and cheese sandwich that I was given for lunch one day. And it sort of just soured me on the whole combination. I'm dying for some comfort food. Pizza, burger, stroganoff. I'll take anything at this point. My oldest daughter has big plans to make herself a bacon cheeseburger soon. I would put bacon on my cheeseburgers too every now and then. A bacon cheeseburger is a plan I can get on board with. I've got some leftover beef roast for tomorrow. And then I've got some chili in the freezer that I think we'll have for a few days. And then after that, I'm just probably going to make simple stir fries till the weekend. I enjoy bacon. I hate making it. Yeah. No one likes their bacon the way I like mine. Everyone likes their bacon to be really, like, crispy, but I like my bacon to be chewy. I like soft bacon, Pokemon says. I don't eat it much anymore, but when I do, soft is the way. My solution, buy a big pack of it, make one of my kids make it for me. I look forward to Baby Man being big and strong enough to help out in the kitchen. I normally don't like crispy bacon either. This is good to hear. I got more people on my side. Yeah, more people on my side than I thought. I don't eat bacon all that often either. I like it a lot, but it's a kind of a rarer thing for me. crispy bacon. Bacon, comma, crispy. Oh, he dodged me again. I like to have bacon on a burger every now and then, but usually it's too much trouble to make my own bacon with the burger. So, it's pretty rare that I'll go through that effort. But I do like to have bacon and eggs for dinner. I like to have my eggs on toast, and I like my eggs... I fry them sunny side up, and I ladle the hot oil over the top until they're just barely done. I want the white to be cooked, but I want the yolk to be as runny as possible. So I take them out at the very first microsecond they could be considered done, because I love the combination of like a really gooey egg running into a piece of toast. Are there any crispy foods you do enjoy? I mean, like, you know, I like a potato chip. I don't eat a lot of those. They haven't been part of my regular diet for quite a while, but I can't deny that they're delicious. Just, not good to have all that often. Sounds great. I think we have at least a couple food things in common. Usually when I'm comparing, like, food notes with someone, usually the feedback I get is that they're horrified by how, like, narrow my, how narrow my field of, like, food likes is. Because I have all these things I just can't stand that don't make any sense. A piece of fried chicken is really, you know, something crispy that's really good too. no. I'm getting pummeled. That was brutal. That was brutal what Soda did to me there. Hey, Zero, good to see you. It's going okay. The thing is, like, I'm at the point now where, like, when I get to Tyson, I either die immediately in round 1, or I make it to round 3. There's not a lot of in between. And this is run number 5, and I think I've had 2 of each so far tonight. I've had 2 instant death runs and 2 round 3 runs, I think. I might have died at the end of round 2 on one of those. I might be misremembering. I knocked him down. I knocked him down in round 1 for the first time ever. So that was kind of cool. It wasn't my best round 1 because he still knocked me down, and I have had round 1s where he doesn't knock me down. But we knocked each other down in round 1 on that one. So it's like, I'm kind of at the point where I could beat him anytime, but it's just not happening. Yeah, I think I knocked him down, I think 3 or 4 times in my best run. You know, across multiple rounds. I think I knocked him down once in round... maybe 3 times. I think I knocked him down once in round 2 and twice in round 3. I think that's how it went. Yeah, I'm getting pretty... this is our last run of the night. I'm getting real sleepy. There were rumors that I was going to quit the stream before this, before this run, because I keep talking about how tired I am and yawning. But I don't want to give up. I don't want Mr. Sandman to win in the game and in real life. Unfounded rumors, you got this. Thank you for the vote of confidence. I beat Dragon Slayer earlier tonight, so I've already had one, like, major victory with a game I've been struggling with for ages, so... I keep saying that my excuse for doing bad at Punch-Out tonight is that my earlier victory made me too complacent. And I keep losing now because I'm not hungry enough for the win. I got lucky there. I dodged way too early. TKO. Look at all those points. Almost 7,700. That's a score. That is some cold coffee I've got there now. That is icy. Five-hour-old coffee? Yeah, I made it at the start of the stream, so... It's been sitting around a while. Some vintage bean juice. 'Ugh. Pretty ugly start to this fight. Whenever he takes a punch, his eye gets really big and the iris is like a plus. Looks like he has a big Phillips head screw in his face. there. I did a bad dodge, but didn't get caught somehow. But is that the match? That's the match. Okay. Macho Man, don't send me back to Dawn. Please don't send me back to Dawn. Tico. Ooh. I don't often have dreams about video games. I used to. As a kid, I would have dreams about games. But that's not really something that happens to me anymore. But I am kind of surprised I haven't had any dreams about Punch-Out, just because I've been playing it so much. Yawning at Macho to assert dominance. Normally dudes this big are slow to swing. They have so much weight for muscle, their stamina is low. They can't really fight effectively. I don't know that I would want to take the risk. I don't know that I would really want to take the risk fighting a dude like this. Alright, gonna be our last Tyson of the night. Thanks for the good luck wishes. trying so hard not to dodge early, and I. He still gets me to do it so much. There's round one. Round one in the books. Got lucky there. No! No! He wasted my star. Oh, I got lucky. On to round 3. Things got kind of ugly there in round 2. I thought it would have been safe to throw that star punch. That makes me feel like maybe I just shouldn't even use the stars at all. They're just going to get me in more trouble. Alright, I know he's going to surprise me with a jab. He surprised me with the jab. I think that's it. I don't think I can fall down again. That was good. I got lucky there. Ah, that jab! Ah, and it's not gonna let me get up. We were doing so well. Oh, I hate this game. Look what it did to me. Alright, well, that was the last run, my friends. We'll play it again on Tuesday. Thanks for being here, everybody. Oh, speaking of Tuesday, good to see you, Master Tuesday. I've arrived at the best time. Well, the best time and the worst time, Tuesday. I hope you're having a happy Tuesday. But yeah, we're gonna raid out, my friends. Good run to end it on. If it has to end somewhere. I'm hoping to stream. Should stream Tuesday and Wednesday this week. Probably only Tuesday and Wednesday. With the Easter holiday coming up, I'll probably be busy next weekend. But I would say Tuesday and Wednesday are a good bet. We're gonna play Punch Out. I'd also like to work on the Page Master some as well, but that might get shortchanged. So we'll see. Thank you for the GG Rocknicks. I'm gonna send this over to Sark. Sark is playing shovelware on the Wii tonight, and that's just my kind of thing. One last time, thank you very much, my friends, for being here. Dragon's Lair is done. Hopefully Punch Out will be done soon as well. But very much appreciate your company. Be well until I get to see you again. Hopefully that'll be Tuesday or sometime very soon. I think Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be our only other streams this week. But we're all done for tonight. It's time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.